welcome to Chile Expat Family. Today, wanted to give you a little show of what I'm doing. I got the bulldozer guys here today. He's over there working, or the backhoe guy. Wish I had my own. Used to, don't now. Get a little bit of money, I do a little bit of work. And today I'm putting in septic lines that are backfilling around the house and leveling out some of the dirt, and they fixed our driveway too. So things are moving along. Things are moving along nicely. So let me show you my project here a little bit with the septic. I have a septic tank which sits actually right here. It was in the ground 3 months ago, but I had all my materials stored here, all my lumber and my concrete and the mixer and everything. So it was I needed the septic tank in there. I would have liked to have the lines. Well, lo and behold, we ended up moving in the house, and the septic tank's full of poo-poo, which is what septic tanks are for, big hole in the ground, and I didn't have lines. Well, the thing is, the soil here is so very porous that it just goes right in the soil. You almost don't need a leach field. Matter of fact, they kind of look at me crazy, but my engineer gringo friend here says this should be all right. In either case, we installed our septic lines, or I'm doing that today, and what we do is I put the lines in, which are actually, I don't know, what is that, 8-inch PVC lines, and I took a grinder and I made cuts in the line, in the pipe. Here, I'll show you a better mark of it. And it's at a 30-degree angle from each other, one side and then the other side. And then that goes on the bottom and it leaches into the soil that way. So I did the whole line that way, and it seemed to work okay. And this is the way I like to do it, and this is the way I was advised by a friend of mine who's an engineer as well. He's done many systems. And it's a little better than drain tile, because the drain tile snakes and comes and goes, and the PVC stays straight on it's got a little bit of bow to it, but it'll stay straight for the most part, and you can level it up much easier to get a nice gradual slope in your septic system. So they'll put rock on top of this. Here they don't use crush or run like they do in the United States. It'll be, I don't know, a grapefruit size or a little bit baseball size and that size. And then that goes on top of the pipe. I don't put stuff under the pipe. You can't see down in here, but that's gravel in there. When you dig down this far here, you're going to hit gravel through that rich black soil. So I could go buy gravel and put it on top of the gravel, and then it didn't make sense. So just the rock on the top, and then that material there is a membrane. It's a fabric. It acts as a filter to keep the soil out of the rock. And then I'll have a complete system, and they'll cover it back over, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, so that's what I'm doing today with the septic tank. I'm also doing some filling in around the house. I'll do another video on that. Thanks for watching today, Chile Expat Family. You know, when you got a homestead, you get a little bit of money. You do, well, this is a lot of bit of work, but you do a little bit of work where you can. A little bit more money, a little bit more work. And what you can do without money, you do right away, like building things and using the things around you more intelligently. Ciao from Chile Expat Family. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. I thank you for watching my channel. I thank you for subscribing and telling your friends about me too. Appreciate it. Ciao from Chile.